Hello, EDL 602 students. I am back with your week 3 video for Roles of the Principal. Let me first start by saying thank you guys for attending our virtual class on last Saturday. I enjoyed seeing all of your faces during our class. So this week, as we go into week 3, we're going to focus on chapters 4 and 5 in our textbook, School Leadership for Results. So as we look at chapters 4 and 5, let's just break that down a little bit. Chapter 4 is going to be focused on community care and collaboration. If you've already read the chapter, then you figured out what it means to talk about your internal versus external stakeholders. When we start talking about community care, we're talking about how is it that we show we care to our stakeholders? So we have our internal stakeholders that we all think about. And those are our teachers, our assistant teachers, our custodians, our bus drivers, our cafeteria workers. But there are also external stakeholders that we have to think about. And our external stakeholders are your parents, your grandparents, your community leaders, your businesses. So these are your external stakeholders. And the question still exists. How do we show we care about all stakeholders? So you will read in your textbook about how to do that. Chapter 5 deals with Domain 5, and Domain 5 is core values. When we start thinking about our core values, we start asking ourselves, what is it that I care the most about? What do I believe? So when we think about that, we ask, how are we conveying our core values to all stakeholders? And we go back to all stakeholders. We're referring to your internal and external stakeholders. How do you show them that you care? Also, how do we show integrity? If our school is a place of integrity and we say as a school, for example, we believe that all students can learn. If we believe all students can learn, then from everyone who enters your building, that should be the culture of your building, the climate for which they walk into. So do we operate with integrity? Do we walk the talk? Are we saying one thing but doing something different? Then that doesn't reflect our core values. So just making sure when we start talking about core values, you dig a little deep and figure out what's the most important thing to you. And do I show integrity? And do people see that when they see me, or do they get that from when they're speaking and talking with me about our school? Okay, so let's move into our assignments for week 3. Week 3 assignments are a little bit different because you're going to get to watch a couple of videos. The first video is about climate and the culture of school. This video is from the DeFores. The DeFores have done a lot of research and a lot of work around culture and climate, as well as PLCs. So you may have heard of them before. Then Marzano in our textbook speaks to some of the work that the DeFores have also done. So you will read about it as well. The second video is a Ron Clark video, and a lot of people are familiar with Ron Clark. He has the school in Georgia. Also, he's a big motivational speaker. That video, when you watch that video, you'll get some more information about, culture and climate. So let's go back to your assignments. It's very specific. If you go to the module and when you click on the drop box, it's very specific for what is expected this week. So go back and look at that and pay attention to the rubric as well. The rubric breaks down each paragraph and what is expected when you get ready to submit your assignment, what you should be typing into your document. So that's very important that you look at your assignment questions because they're very specific, as well as looking at the rubric. Now let's just talk for just a minute about your assignment. You're watching 2 videos. You're also reading 2 chapters within our textbook. So when you get ready to start the writing for this assignment, we're not Googling. Your assignment does not require you to do any Google searches. I would like for you to use what you gleaned from your reading and what you've gotten from your videos. And in that, I want you to write the information, just sharing with me what you've learned. I hope that makes sense. I think I said the same thing 3 times because it's that important that you don't go out and do a Google search. It's more important that you take what you've read, take what you've viewed, and then do your writing. And please don't forget to cite text evidence as you're doing that. And then the other thing I want to mention, and I have my notes so that I don't forget, is your in-text citation. Making sure when we're typing, guys, watch your grammar as well. I have just started grading your assignments that have already been submitted for week 1. I try to wait until it's all submitted on Sunday and then get into a routine. However, as I'm looking through some of it, I want to caution you with your in-text citation. Go back to the Purdue website and look at how in-text citations are done, okay? Also, the only time you need page numbers is if you're doing a direct quote, a direct citation where you're taking their words and putting it on the page in quotations, okay? I'll leave a lot of notes in your, as I'm submitting your grades to you. I'll leave you some notes. So hold off on submitting another assignment until you get your grades back for this one. I should have them all graded by Friday evening. So you'll have that going into the weekend, just in case you need to critique any of your writing from week 2 and before you start week 3. Let's see, is there anything else I need to share with you guys? I take lots of notes so that when I come on to leave you your week information, I have all of it written out so that I try not to forget anything. I will say this much, the reading through Marzano, the videos, all of those things are so informative and they're really just good to listen to. So you won't be bored this week. And as always, if you have any questions, any concerns, please don't hesitate to email me. And I've been trying to get those responses into you guys as quickly as possible. And just keep in mind, anything you need, I'm here for you. Email. The ones of you that are sending me inbox messages through Canvas, I know I'm a little bit slower on answering those because I don't see them until I log into Canvas, if that makes sense. So I don't see those as quickly as I see the emails because I log into my email every morning. So I'll see an email quicker than I will an inbox from Canvas. But I do get to them once I get into Canvas. So just keep sending your questions and I'll keep answering them. And I know we added some people to a couple of groups. So if your group had some added members, please reach out to those folks so they'll be in your groups and getting the work done for your group project that's coming up due October 2nd. That's all I have for you guys. I look forward to our next virtual class. And again, text, email, or inbox if you need anything. Have a great rest of the week, and I look to see you all soon. Bye-bye.